So as I said at the beginning of this video series, WorkflowFirst is actually a workflow database. Now as a database, of course, one of the most important things is the ability to generate reports. Now WorkflowFirst makes this very easy for you. Actually, any workflow that you create in the system gets its own little status report that you can get through the reports section in your application. So if I go to Leave Manager here and click Reports, you'll see there's actually a report entry here called Vacation Request Report. Now if I click that, it actually automatically gives you a list, an option for choosing from the list of workflow stages. So you can choose how we're going to filter it. Let's say I want to see only the Enter Vacation Request stage workflows. I just click OK on that. And this will show me a list of all of the workflow entries that match that particular stage. In this case, there's only one. It also includes the first few fields from the form up here. So that's just something which you can get started with and run ad hoc whenever you want to. But in addition to that, if you go under the Configuration tab, you'll notice there's a section here called Report Subscriptions. Now this actually allows you to subscribe to a report so that you can get it automatically emailed to you at a certain frequency. You click plus on there and choose a particular user. Let's say the manager wants to receive the vacation request report. You can say that maybe they want to receive it every single day, and we put at 8 AM. And we can even specify if it's monthly that they get it on a particular preferred date, and also specify a holiday schedule if you don't want to get it on holidays. And that will automatically generate the report and send it to them every morning. And also once you enter this in, you have the ability to specify filters underneath the report subscription just for that particular user. So for example, the manager may want to only see everything that's in the vacation request stage. So they'll get a list of those sent to their email inbox every morning, and they can then go through and process them rather than have to get the emails for every request as they're entered in. That can be very useful if there are a lot of workflow requests that they have to manage. Now of course that's just the built-in workflow report which gets generated for every workflow that you create. But of course you can create custom reports. So to do that, you go back to the Application tab in WorkflowFirst Designer or any particular type or form that you have in the system. And you can go to What's Next and click on Add Report. And here you're going to just specify the title for the report that you're adding in. So we're going to call this Vacations by User. Okay, that gives you a link to click on to actually edit the report or add some fields to it. So you'll notice at the top here that we've been taken to a different place in the designer. We're in the Leave Manager application, we're under the Vacation Requests application tab, but now we're in a section called Quick Reports. And under Quick Reports we have the name of the report that we're editing, Vacations by User, and we're in a section for that report called Main and the list of fields. So here we would just select the different fields that we want to include in the report. Say the from date, the to date, and the total days. And maybe we want to also see who they're covered by while they're away. Okay, that's the list of fields in there. Now I can just click on Quick Publish to see our report. Switch back to here. Okay, so if I go to Reports now, you'll see I have the report list up here. It says Vacations by User. And now we have a list of all of our different vacation requests listed right here. Now we're going to add a little bit more to this. We're going to use some of the features like grouping. So let's go back to our quick reports, go to the section here. Now The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have it group by the originator. So this is going to be the user. So we edit this. We go into ordering and totaling and select group by right here. Okay, let's publish that. Now, just so that we can actually see a little bit of variation here, we're going to sign out and enter in a request under the manager, because so far all of our vacation requests are under admin. So let's say the manager chooses to be away for okay, let's go back to the admin user and run our report again. So now you'll see that we have it split up or grouped by the originator. So we have one section for Mr. Manager, Mr. Manager's vacations, and we have another section for admin, which has a lot more entries in it. Now you can also add in totaling by editing the fields and putting in a total, so we have a total number at the bottom of each section. So we're going to do that and add in filtering as well. So let's go back to our report. Now to add in filtering, all you have to do is to specify on the fields, or on the field that you want to actually add the filtering for. So we're going to say from date, we're going to edit this and go to the filtering section at the bottom here. And for the filtering, we're going to say range, because we want to actually have a range of dates entered in. Okay, that's one thing we're going to do, and the second thing we're going to do is add a total for the total days. So we go to totaling and we select total in the total type right here. Okay, let's publish that. Refresh. And now we run our report again. Now you'll notice that it now comes up with a form before the report runs, which asks us for the minimum and maximum date that we want to run it for. So let's say we put in 1 year's worth of vacation, so we can see all the vacations taken in the last year. So now we see everything filtered by that particular criteria that I put in, and we also have a total number of days underneath each of the users at the bottom there. And also we have another section at the very bottom which has a grand total of all of the days taken. So it's a very quick way to actually keep a tab on how many vacation days have been used for each user.